Happy New Year, everyone. 2020 is officially over. I think it's kind of surreal because I feel like, on one hand, the year literally just started last month, and on the other hand, it has just been going on for way too long. But before I share some of my own thoughts and reflections on this year, similar to last year, I decided to record some conversations that I've been having with people from all around the world, asking this question: what is the biggest lesson that 2021 has taught you? I hope that this can reflect that even though we are all living in different areas of the world and going through our own very individual experiences, we are all kind of in this thing called life together and growing and evolving in very similar ways.
Don't plan too much or don't expect too much. Don't expect everything will go with your plan. Just go with flow and enjoy the moment. Try to be flexible. That's all.
Never give up to fight for your dream. No matter how difficult, no matter how situation is, one day all the dreams will come true. Compared to my 2 years stay in Germany, 2021 is the best year for me. It's not like I have achieved all my dreams, but better on my way than the last 2 years I was staying here.
Life is very impermanent, it just changes. But we have to learn to flow with this change and accept it. Accept the truth and go with the flow.
I learned that my mental state is the most important thing, and that my mental state is my own responsibility. I learned that my mental state is based on three things: my emotional state, my spiritual state, and my physical state. And that I would wish that all of us, if we could really focus on one value, is kindness, to just be kind. We all have our packages and we're all actually going through life in a lot of uncertainty these days, so just be kind.
Saya pelajari bagaimana melewati hari-hari dan bertahan hidup di situasi Bali saat ini. Walaupun saya kehilangan pekerjaan saya, kehilangan anak saya masih optimis dan bisa melewati semua ini.
First of all, getting rid of toxicity, not only what I'm surrounded by, but also how I nurture my body, my soul. Hard work and passion will get paid off eventually. I've been fighting for social justice and anti-racism for a long time now, but I feel like this year was the first year my passion and what I fight for was recognized in a higher sense.
Hi Aliena! Okay, so the biggest lesson that I think I learned in 2021 was to not lose myself while trying to please others. And when there's pressure from other people, I tend to put my own wants aside just to make them happy. So now I've learned to believe in what I want to do so that I can grow as a person.
So this year I've really learned to not let other people's judgment affect the way that I talk or dress or anything really about me. And really one thing that actually helped me was cutting my hair, because before my hair was it was really long, but when I cut it, it made me really feel like myself. So yeah.
Thank you.
Mengajarkan saya untuk lebih mandiri dan percaya diri. Ada saat selama 2 tahun terakhir saya merasa bingung dan sulit. Kan tetapi saya memiliki orang-orang yang melanjutkan pertemanan mereka secara daring dengan cara awal yang baru, mulai belajar hal-hal yang baru, dan mencoba hidup sehat. Saya percaya bahwa setiap pilihan adalah awal dari perubahan, bukan akhir. Terima kasih.
That I don't have to be perfect to love myself. That the moment I wholeheartedly embrace what I consider being my bad, dark side, my aggression and my resentments. Before it seemed to be out of my control, and now I have a lot more handle on it.
Mengendarai motor bermain bulu tangkis, dan lain-lainnya. 2021 ini saya tidak banyak mengetahui hal karena saya kebanyakan di rumah. Sekian, terima kasih.
So my biggest learning of 2021 was that I shouldn't worry if anything works out or not, because at the end it always will.
So 2021 is officially over. The new year has begun. For me personally, this year has definitely been one of the most transformative. I feel like that is the best way, that's the best way to describe it. One of the most transformative years ever, because it was definitely one of the most challenging years of my life, and at the same time I have never been happier with who I am today, and I feel like that kind of came from all of those challenges. With this year being one of the most challenging years yet, I also feel like I changed as a person a lot, to the point where when I think of myself back in January, for example, I don't even recognize myself. Like it feels so far away, and kind of as if that's a different person entirely, or as if I was dreaming. I don't know if that really makes any sense. I feel as humans, there is so much beauty in evolving and growing and just becoming new versions of ourselves. But at the same time, with a new beginning, there are always two sides to the story: the closing of an old chapter, and then also the beginning of the new chapter. And so I feel like there's half of me that is so excited for the next year, and I've just been eagerly planning and brainstorming how I want to live my life and what I want to create and just the person I want to become and what I want to experience in life. Like I've done so many lists and vision boards, and I've just started an entire new planning system, and I'm very excited for this next year, and I really want to go into it very intentionally. And at the same time, I feel like it's all gone so fast that I really haven't even had the chance to really look at all of the parts of myself and all of the versions of myself and all of the experiences that I'm leaving behind in this old chapter to kind of start the new. And so I feel like there is one part of me, like half of me, that is very, very excited for the new year. And then there is another half of me that feels kind of sad about it, because for me personally, 2021 was emotionally a very, very difficult year for me. And so I feel like kind of saying goodbye to that chapter feels a little bit weird. And I think that's okay, you know, because I've been seeing all of this content online of people being so excited for the new year. And sometimes I did feel like that, but sometimes I also didn't feel like that. And I feel like that's okay, because we are all such individual people who went through individual experiences. I guess one could say the new year is really just a year as any other, because time in this way is a concept made by us humans, and so it could just be any other day. But I feel like with there being so many people believing in this new beginning and in that new start, I feel like that does create something real, and I guess I believe in that something. There is a lot of unspoken pressure around this new year, and kind of this idea that we should be looking at all of the things that didn't go well last year and kind of dissect it all to then make sure we make it like better next year. But if that's exciting for you, like there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I've been trying more to focus on the challenges in life that I did handle with grace and kindness, because life is very crazy sometimes, and it's also not supposed to be perfect. And so it's not always possible to perform perfectly the whole time. And I think there's just absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think how organized and successful and productive you were this year really doesn't show if it was a success or not. And I don't think if this year didn't live up to everything that you thought it would, that also means it was a failure and kind of has to be done better next year. Okay, it's raining a lot now. I hope it's not too loud in the audio, but I basically just wanted to say that I think the simple fact that you are here today and you are alive and you are breathing and you are willing to move forward and look forward is already a huge success in itself, whatever happened last year. And so that's really what I'm trying to celebrate for myself and with all of you watching through this video, because I think that is already celebration enough, rather than going back and dissecting the last year and how could I have been better, how could I have been more productive, how could I have been more successful. Like that's great, but we made it and we are willing to sit here today. We persevered and we're willing to move forward. I think that is a huge success, and that's what I want to celebrate today. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to share. I really hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much. I hope to see you soon.